안녕하세요. 내가 만난 사람들은 내만사의 호스트 고태주입니다. 오늘은 LA에서 코미디언이자 배우로서 자기만의 길을 개척해 나가고 있는 Jun Lee 저희가 오늘 모셨습니다.
안녕하세요. Hello, hello.
For those who may not know who you are, can you kind of introduce yourself? I can do it in English and Korean.
And Korean?
Oh, can you do it in Korean?
I want to.
Try it.
Like, hello, my name is Jun Lee. I am an actor, comedian in LA. I am from Georgia. That's how I know Taeju.
Right.
Yeah. 저는 이준상이라고 합니다. 저 LA에서 사는 배우랑 코미디언 그리고 MC 하고 괌에서 태어났고 이제 LA 2019년에 이사 왔습니다. 네.
Alright. Alright. So we have Philippe
Yes.
sandwich.
I'm excited.
It's honestly it's my first time trying
Me
this.
too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I've always wanted to try it.
I think this one
This
might
is
be yours.
the
one-
wet?
Yeah.
I got the wet.
Mine's with cheese.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I go church nearby, so I've always passed by
okay.
this place.
Uh-huh.
Always on weekends, there's always a huge
Oh,
line.
really?
Yeah. But today was pretty empty because I went there at like 2 o'clock.
Nice,
and-
nice.
Is there a reason you chose this place?
Yeah, I've never tried it before.
Uh-huh.
And this is they're the creators of the beef dip, the French dip sandwich.
Oh, they are.
This is the creator.
Oh.
Yeah, they invented this. Not the French, but right here in downtown LA.
That's crazy.
If you Google it, like creators of the French like beef dip sandwich.
And this one
it's
shows
Philippe.
up.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just found this out
Really?
like last month, and so that's why I wanted to try it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
One of the perks of doing this podcast is that I get to try all these different restaurants.
Yeah.
I always ask my guests in prior to recording that what their favorite restaurant is, and then I try to pick up a food
Yeah.
and kind of eat while we're
yeah.
filming. So
Well, we get to try this together.
Yeah,
It might
absolutely.
become our favorite restaurant. Who knows?
I know. Let's try it.
It's gonna be messy, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be this messy.
I tried not to pick something messy, but then I picked something very messy.
It's okay. We have towels and stuff here.
먹어보자. Thank you for picking this up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's my job.
Wow, it's big.
Yeah.
Size of my hand. I'm just gonna.
Oh, it's very soggy. Is it good though?
It's good. A little jack.
It's very. I was about to say.
Yeah. To the Korean palate. You know, Koreans are very sensitive to salty.
It tastes almost as if they've dipped this in 간장.
맞아.
They're-
Are you the type of person that likes to try new things?
Oh, yeah.
Even if there's a risk that
Right.
you might not like it.
I don't trust other people's reviews.
맞아. You have to try yourself.
Yeah, I would consider it, but I always have to go myself and try it. That's how I started my my foodie account.
True.
Some places their ratings low,
Right.
not because of how the food tastes,
Right.
but sometimes because of like the long wait or the service or like
Right.
the atmosphere.
Right. Can we start off with a very hot take? I have a hot take. I have some spicy takes.
What is this?
It's not that bad. I won't get you canceled. And look, everything I say, it's my words, not his, okay? Don't get mad at him, me.
But what are you gonna say?
When, you know, there's a lot of foodies now. A lot
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
Everyone does food content
Right.
or visits restaurant.
Right.
Best place in K-Town, this or that. Obviously, I'm generalizing. Like, hot girls, I don't trust them. No. 일단, I'll give it a shot. Like, maybe. 근데 일단, if you're like too pretty,
And if you're wearing something very naughty,
맞아.
Then
Am
I
I
don't-
looking at the food or am I looking, you know what I mean? Where am I supposed to be looking at? Because a lot of these people go to the hype spots, the popular spots.
right?
And so that doesn't necessarily mean they know food. They
Right.
Another one, people that only eat fine dining, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
I feel like some of the foodies, like, I look at their videos, I'm just like, do they even know what they're talking about? Like,
Yeah.
Like, are they just foodies because they know they can get views and stuff? Mm-hmm. Or do they actually enjoy what they're doing? Is it
Better.
better?
It's like horseradish. It makes it spicy. Oh, kind of has like that wasabi. It makes it so much better. I take pride in my food.
Right.
I think
Didn't you do like a breakfast burrito like reviews and stuff?
I did a long time ago. Yeah, in LA. 맛있지? 훨씬 맛있지.
Oh, so much better.
Cake.
Yeah.
Do you have any pet peeves with foodies that you see?
I absolutely do. I don't trust what they say if they like 오버해.
맞아. 그게 제일 싫어.
If they do, I'm just like, yeah.
어머.
Even like some of the foodies in Korea, they like the first thing they say is like, 막 여기 사장님 미쳤어요.
Yeah, 맞아.
Like if they say some like that, I just go to the next one.
Right. It's like before they even like finish taking a bite.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like,
So it's like very, you can tell that it's an advertisement.
맞아.
Or that you got paid to make it.
You know, if it's sponsored, I'm happy for them. That's, you're getting paid. But like if every one of your videos
Exactly.
is too much over, I can't trust you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I can't tell if you're lying to me. So
Right.
don't lie to me.
I know in Korea though, like if you're sponsored, you have to write 광고.
Right.
But
right.
I think it's not like that here in the States.
It's not as much.
Right.
But then like a lot of big brands, you have to put
Like paid sponsor?
Yeah, paid sponsor ad.
Because a lot of influencers actually got in trouble because they didn't write 광고. Before they call it 뒷광고.
그게 뭐야?
뒷광고. 뒤에서 몰래 광고를 하는 거야. Without saying it's an advertisement.
I see.
So now they say up front, they say, oh, we're sponsored by who.
This
This and that.
You know, I've been also wanting to do kind of like mukbang content.
Didn't
did,
you do it like
that was our first video, our collab.
Yeah, this is like last year.
Yeah, so maybe like, I don't know, longer form or something like that. Or I just go to restaurants or at home and just film myself eating.
Because you do a lot of cooking too.
Yeah, I've been
A lot of
cooking
cooking.
with my girlfriend a lot. Like, so mukbang content has become huge now too.
Here in the States.
Yeah, huge. And of course, Korea is the originator, but
Right.
one of my biggest pet peeves with mukbang content, messy eaters.
Oh.
When like sauce, like when they eat and and there's like sauce here and they don't wipe it off.
I feel like they did they did it on purpose though.
I know, but people like that?
I guess.
No class.
I don't watch mukbang. That's the thing. But I guess people like the sound of it.
They like the sound.
The slurping sound
Yeah.
and like the
But for me, it's just they're so messy. It's just like
yeah. You don't like
I
that?
have a lot of I'm burning with a lot of passion
Yeah.
right now.
Or a lot of anger.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. What's that called? You know, all the Koreans, we have that?
Oh, like
Or the
I know what you're
Han,
talking
or
about.
like-
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's in us.
Yeah, it is in us. A lot of people know who you are here in the States, but I feel like a lot of people who are gonna watch my podcast would be
In Korea?
in Korea.
Oh,
I feel
cool.
like because the 60% of my Instagram followers are from the States, but 40% are from Korea.
Whoa. Wow.
So tell us a little bit about like comedy or like your acting or.
Yeah, so I was born in Guam. I moved to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, when I was 4. And then I grew up pretty much my whole life. I met Taeju at church growing up
Right.
there. And then I went to college, University of Georgia. And then, I've always liked making people laugh.
Right.
I like being on stage, like at church, like
Yeah.
Christmas.
You're always that funny guy.
Yeah, I was always kind of the class clown. I wanted to be an entertainer since I was 4. 4살 때부터.
Wow.
근데 I didn't have the courage to
Right.
do it. So I went to college. I studied 광고.
But still, back of your mind, you're like,
Yeah, always.
One of the days I'm
Oh, yeah, always. And so I studied advertising. I went to New York for
Oh.
internship.
Okay.
Like a really good one. And then I didn't want to do it. So I came back home, just worked like Apple Store,
yeah.
알바.
Were you doing any social media during that time?
Yeah. I was doing social media.
YouTube?
I started doing like YouTube covers. That's how
I've
it
seen
started.
those
Long
videos.
like guitar and singing
Yeah.
covers. And I would write songs in high school. But And then I started to do like full comedy around 2012, 11,
Okay.
12. 그때쯤? Yeah. No, 2000, like, I think I started Jun Lee comedy at maybe like 2014, 15, 16.
Oh wow, so it's been quite some time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And then I've just been making kind of the short form comedy. So I did Facebook and YouTube.
Right.
And then now my primary is Instagram.
Right. Okay. So I know when you were making those contents, I believe like the first, I could be wrong, but like the first reel or the series that went actually viral would be your Ajuma series,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
I feel like that really put you on the map.
Yeah, for sure. I owe everything to Ajuma.
Yeah. Can you share the story behind it?
I'm close with my mom.
Right.
You know, mama's boy. 다 같이 저녁 먹을 때 I would just like 흉내 my
Your
parents.
mom? Yeah.
그래서 뭐 like if you 스마트폰 볼 때
Yeah.
야 이거 주는 왜? And so I would just impersonate my mom a lot.
Right.
And so I just started making videos about that. And Ajuma was like my main character.
Right.
And it seemed like a lot of people related to that. I feel like there was a need for Korean American content.
Right.
It was either just like very Asian or just very American. And so my story is I'm 100% Korean and 100% American.
Right.
Because I was born in Guam, so I was born a U.S. citizen, right? I just wanted to make content that's relatable to everyone, really.
Yeah.
And yeah, once it started to go viral, everyone, like people would comment, do we have the same mom? I guess everyone has the same mom.
Right.
It was pretty cool, and like non-Asians, non-Koreans, you know, Mexican, especially like Latino,
They have very similar cultures.
Mexican,
huh?
black moms,
Right.
Even like Middle Eastern moms and other ethnicities. But yeah, that's when I was like, oh wow, I'm really kind of resonating with a lot of people.
Right. Now I am a content creator,
Right.
but it's very difficult to come up with different ideas.
Yeah.
Right. For me, it's a little easier because I review food, so I go to different restaurants.
Right.
But at the same time, I always want to try different content. But for you, it's comedy, so you don't really have a specific topic. So you have to come up with the different ideas all the time, right?
Right.
How do you come up with those ideas?
It's a mixture of personal experiences,
Okay.
or I like to people watch.
Right.
So like if I notice someone doing something, I get an idea and I just write it down.
You actually write it down.
I write everything on my phone, notes app.
Oh.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like topics I want to talk about, like my pet peeves,
Yeah.
things that get me upset or annoyed,
Right.
stuff like that.
What actually inspires you, your comedy and content creation?
Content gave me a voice to communicate with everyone through social media,
Okay.
and it allowed me to express myself.
Right.
And there was always a part of me I felt like I would watch content.
Right.
I watch a lot of content, and you know I would see a lot of these Asian American content creators. Back then there wasn't
There wasn't that many.
many.
Right.
Especially like right now, everyone does content.
Right.
And I would watch these. I'm like, they're not that funny.
I can do better.
I can do this.
I can do better.
But then I just kept saying that I can do it. But if I don't do anything, then
Right.
I'm a coward. But then I got tired of Asian American content creators only making the same 5 topics. All the videos where it's like talking about like rice, eating dogs, or getting a A- on your report card.
Right.
Every single video. It's like I was so tired of it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's just make refreshing new content. We don't have to do stereotypical content.
Right.
If you just put out funny videos, so my whole mantra is, I want to make funny videos. I just happen to be Korean.
Oh.
I'm just a funny person,
Right.
but I happen to be a Korean. That's my goal. But a lot of my videos are tailored towards
Right.
Korean Americans, sure, because that's like how I grew up. That's what I know.
Even me, I wasn't born and raised here in the States, but I moved here when I was 14. But watching your video, I can actually relate to a lot of things you do, or I find it very funny, like some of the stuff. I actually crack up when I watch your videos.
Thank you.
I think I told you this before. Watching your video reminds me of Kevin Hart. So I always think of you as Korean Kevin Hart.
Thank you.
And I hope, hopefully you can become Korean Kevin Hart in the future.
Hopefully.
Right? That's the goal. You recently made your official TV debut with The Brother Son, and that's on Netflix. If you don't know, so it's a big name. How did this opportunity come about?